I'm so freaking excited to do a actually useful, sustainable gift guide for the minimalist in your life, or just if you this holiday season are trying to consume less and give gifts that you think people will actually want to use and be useful to people. You've come to the right place. Let's jump into the gift guide. So I have a couple of affiliate codes for a couple of items, but most of these items are just items that I use in my everyday life. I'm not sponsored, not been given them for free. I bought them with my own money, or my parents have bought them for me for our birthdays or whatever. So I'm really freaking excited to get into it. I would like to start with books. This first book is a book of poems called Fragile Feelings. I asked for this book from my parents for maybe my birthday last year or 2 years ago. These are poems that I feel like I have written. A lot of them are about trauma, about childhood trauma, about trying to heal, about trying to break ancestral trauma cycles, intergenerational trauma. Like, this is a really intense book, but if you have someone in your life who is really doing that deep work, who really likes poetry, I have been using this book of poetry in conjunction with therapy and journaling, and it's been incredible. Next, this is actually my creative writing instructor's book of poetry. I love it so much. It's kind of almost a memoir. She's talked about this a lot with me, and it's a really good book. So I will link all of these books below and you can go check them out. All right, now this is also a author that I know personally. This was my mentor growing up from my karate, actually. We always called him Mr. Chris. His name was Chris Handel. I could never just call him Chris. We just called him Mr. Chris. And so this is a book primarily for young adults, and it's about all of these things that he wished he knew as a youth. I have read it. It is really good. So definitely, if you have any young adults in your life or anyone of all ages that could use some wisdom, definitely check it out. I'll link it below. And finally, I know this author. So this is actually my dad. I've never talked about this on my channel, I don't think, but my dad wrote a book actually about my grandfather's life. These are family photos from his life. This is my grandfather as a kid, and my dad wrote a book like years ago. So go check this one out on Amazon. It's called Along the Banks of the Spoon River. If you check it out, please let me know what you think. My dad really doesn't brag about this a lot, and I need to brag about him more, but I think he would think it's the coolest gift to hear from people who have read this and to let him know what they think. So please go check out this book and go support my dad. All right, and then I technically have a book too. So I submitted one of my stories to the Great Dames book. This is a local nonprofit to Delaware, to this kind of area. And I submitted one of my stories, my mom submitted one of her stories, and we both got accepted. So we're technically both published authors as well. It is a collection of short stories by women. So if you get this book, my story is called Rebirth, and it is on page 51. And then my mom's story is Life is a Box of Chocolates by Jennifer D. Ryan, and it is on page 189. So cool. So go check it out. It supports an incredible organization. So if you do buy it, please let us know what you think. And this is just a really great gift for women supporting women. Okay, this next section is for chronic illness people. Now, I use these things every day. The first is called a Spindo, and I keep all of my pills in here. As you can see, it has AM and PM. Right now it is locked, so let me unlock it. It has this ability to be attached to something on the wall, which is how I do store it. So usually this would be on the wall like this, and you would just, and your pills just pop into it. Super easy. You only fill it like once a week. It's been a game changer for my medications and supplements, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I just wanted to tell people about it because I use this all the time and it's so incredibly helpful. Now, the second thing that I use every day is a gua sha set. It's called the Black Obsidian Facial Spa Set from Mount Lay, I guess. Can you see that? I actually got this from my mom. Have I stolen it from her? Yes. And I will say that I used to have, and sometimes I still do have if I don't use this set, I had really bad water weight in my face and water retention, and it has helped so much to decrease that in my face along my jawline. I highly recommend it. I also have really bad TMJ pain, and using this in the morning, I can feel it releasing the tension in my face, also up here for headaches. It's 10 out of 10. So again, not sponsored by them, but really highly recommend. Okay, so this next one is another one that I do have a promo code for, and I am an affiliate for. It is Cakes Nipple Covers. Now, I guess I should put this one actually in the chronic illness area because because I have not been able to wear a bra since I got a quarter dose of the COVID vaccine and started reacting to it. And I have had such bad pressure on my chest that a bra is too much additional chest pressure. And so I haven't been able to wear a bra in almost 4 years. So this is what they look like. I have very sensitive skin where I cannot do anything with adhesive. These are not adhesive. They are silicone and they actually adhere to your body using your body's like own warmth. So let me take them out of the protective covers that will keep them in. And this is like the closest to my skin tone. So this is the one that I got. I have worn them for several years now and they have been amazing, life-changing, incredible. So they have different skin tone colors. They also have different sizes, shapes. They have triangles now. They have one that is supposed to lift. They have a lot of stuff. So go check them out. I will put a link below, like I said, that you can go directly, but I also have a coupon for 10% off. It is Sierra, S-I-E-R-R-A, and then a W at the end. So go check them out. All right, this next thing I do have a promo code for, and I did get a free set from them of these sleeves. So I don't know if that technically means I'm sponsored or not, but I had been using them way before I was sponsored by them. So these are my Farmer's Defense sleeves. Now, the reason I put this in chronic illness is because I have temperature regulation issues. And so I use them for chronic illness. Now they are for gardening, so they're super, super easy to put on. You slide them up your arm like this. They have a little place for your thumb. They have a little bit of rubber here on the inside to keep it like up on your arm. And I have very sensitive skin to the point where my skin reacts to everything. I've never reacted to this, thank God. Because with my temperature issues, I can't wear long sleeves. So when I get hot, I'll just pull these sleeves down like halfway and then just kind of have them like this and then be able to pull them up if I need to. They are great for gardening as well. They really help to kind of keep stuff from scratching you and stuff. So if you want it for that, awesome. They have sun hats, they have a bunch of different stuff. Let me look up my code so I can hook you up and you can then support me as a disabled creator. This is the only form of income that I ever get and it's very, very low. So feel free to go check it out and support your girl. They're also UV protected. I forgot about that. Use the code positive_3, like a paw, like a cat paw, to get 10% off of your purchase. And if you go in the link below, there's a direct link to it and then it's so much easier as well. So go check it out and you get 10% off and support me. All right, so this next piece of clothing is not one that I'm sponsored by anymore. I was in their ambassador program and then it was a lot of work for them. So they decided they're a very small business and they decided that they needed to put their energy elsewhere, which is totally okay. I will still support them though. So the company is called Two Crow Collective and they are hugely supportive of mental illness stuff and chronic illness stuff. And so a lot of their designs of clothing is based on those themes. Now, this hoodie is one of the softest hoodies I have, and it says, "I confuse doctors." I love it so much. For the doctors that have a good sense of humor, I have worn it into their office and they think it is hilarious. Yeah, it's super, super soft. They will actually work with you too if you contact them and say that you have like specific sensory needs for like autism or something, which I have. They will work with you on that as well. And they're just such a good small business. I love them so much, so go check them out. Okay, so this next company is actually what I am wearing on my shirt right now. This is one of my favorite colored shirts on me. I think I look really good in purple. This is one of the only purple shirts I have. But it is Appalachian Botanical Company, which they are such a cool company. The founder is one of my dear, dear friends who actually started out as a mentor for me for small business social ventures. And what they do is they have a lavender farm on old reclaimed coal mining land. So they are revitalizing the land. They're hugely sustainable, helping out the environment, while supporting people who have lost their jobs, who used to work in coal mining in kind of an underserved area, and support them with job readiness. They have all these other like support services for their staff. It's an incredible, incredible company. And then their products are super high quality and amazing. So this is a sachet, is that how it's pronounced? Satchel? I don't know, of lavender. I've had this out for so long on my desk, I can smell it before I even put it near my face. Sorry, there's a lot of dust because I've had it on my desk, my bad, but it still smells so good. They also have these amazing mists. So this is their lavender mist. I am like super, super sensitive to smells and I really, really love all of their different ones. I have every single one. This is just the one I brought to show you, but they have a lavender vanilla. That's actually one of my favorites. They have like a sandalwood. Oh my God, they have so many good scents. I spray it on my clothing. I'll spray it on stuff for like bug protection when you go outside. Lavender really helps for that as well. So go check out their stuff. I also have one of their hoodies that my mom got me. Actually, this might be softer than the Two Crow Collective hoodie. This is like so incredibly soft. I will sleep in this hoodie a lot of the time because it is so soft and so comfortable, and I just forget I have it on when I go to bed, and it's so comfortable. I love all of their purple colors, so I rep their stuff as often as I can. It's so comfy. Go check out their stuff. They also have culinary stuff. We have some of their honey that's been amazing. They also have beard products for guys, so they have so many different things. So please go check them out. I love the founder. They're such a good small company, so please go check them out. Funnily enough, on my hard drive I also have one of their stickers. So I love them and rep them as often as I can. Okay, last but not least, I want to talk about 4Ocean. They are one of my favorite all-time companies. If I wasn't disabled and I could work, I would want to work for them. They clean the oceans and coastlines from plastic and other trash, and then they will take what can be recycled and they will recycle it into new products, which is the coolest thing. So I have a lot of stuff from them because I've asked for a lot of stuff from my mom over the Christmases and birthdays and stuff. So this first one is a hoodie. So it has their logo in front and it says, "Keeping it clean since 2017. And I love this hoodie because it's a lighter hoodie. The other ones are a little bit heavier. This one is really nice for when you need something, but you don't want something too warm. Because again, I have temperature regulation issues, and this one is like the perfect hoodie for summer nights, fall nights, spring nights, sometimes even in the winter when I just need something, but not too much. Very comfortable hoodie. And then I obviously have like so many of their bracelets. This is one of them. These are glass beads, and the glass is literally from their cleanups, and it's recycled glass. This is another one. Again, I just have a bunch of different colors. This one I think was a manatee one. I have a lot of bracelets that I kind of rotate through. This is actually an anklet that I have from 4Oceans. They have other jewelry as well. This is another glass one. It is on its last leg. A lot of these I wear constantly for like a year or more, and I have worn this one out. They are very high quality, but when you wear them every day 24/7 and you don't take them off, things happen. This is one of their other designs, more of, I guess, like a cord bracelet. I'm really bad at showing things close up. This was actually their tire cleanup one. Someone had the bright idea years ago to throw tires off the coast, and they thought it would create this like coastal reef. It did not, just create a problem. So they have been tirelessly trying to clean up these tires. They literally have some of the tires in here in this little thing in the middle that looks like a tire. So cool. So I have one of their bracelets, and then this was the last one that I got. It is beautiful. It has these little beads on there, and it's super beautiful. It's just like blue and gorgeous. It is just so cool to see them providing jobs to like fishermen who have been losing their jobs because we've been overfishing our coastlines and our seas, and they'll provide jobs to them to go basically fish for plastic, which is like the coolest thing. All right, my battery died, but we're back. So anyway, I just wanted to put together this gift guide because in the season of like overconsumption, I really want to be intentional with what I buy and the gifts that I give people, and really think about like, will they use this? Is this something that I really think they would enjoy, or am I just buying something random for them because I feel like I need to buy something? And so yeah, I also have a huge list down below of different nonprofits that I love to support. If you also just want to make a donation in someone's name as a holiday gift, I think that that is one of the best gifts you can give. So feel free to do that as well. And I've listed some really great ones down below. So yeah, let me know if you purchased anything, if you found any of these things useful. I really love these companies. I only promote what I absolutely love and adore, and I think that these companies have great missions and purposes. I hope you enjoy. I will see you all soon, my friends. I hope you have a great holiday season, and I'll be back next week for more interesting videos, hopefully. Bye, everyone.